life is a movie.
He about to start playing all my leads. It's all sitting there.
Now listen live on Thursday.
Oh.
Oh, look at them. They're so cute. I love it. Thank you.
Yes.
Ready? You got it. There we go.
Yes. You know, it's about to be real crump on the impact moment. We lead in with Donnie McClurkin, y'all. But hey, y'all, it is Friday Eve. Welcome to the Impact Radio Show brought to you by the Florida Star here on 1360-94.7. It's your boy, the African gentleman, Reverend CJ, and alongside me as always.
I'm a producer. I'm in the producer's chair.
Yeah. Miss Doolin talk Davis-Frederick over there in the producer's chair because we got a crowded studio in here today, y'all. We got Maul Jones in the building, Jacksonville's hip hop president and founder, of all things hip hop in Duval. And we got family in the building, y'all.
The king.
Yes, the king. Yes, the king. And also we got new family in, y'all. Miss Rashida, she is in the building today, and she got some of that good gourmet vegan popcorn. I'm gonna mess with her a little bit. I ain't gonna tell her though on our next segment. But man, we are excited. We are excited to be in the building with you guys today. And I'm gonna tell you before we get too far into it, I don't need you to text me later. Make sure you guys subscribe and do business with one of the oldest black media companies that is still around in print and digital for less than a cup of coffee. You can subscribe to the Florida Star. You can get it delivered right to your doorstep. You can get it digital. You can get it on your phone. You can log in and find out our news in our community from our perspective. Boy, CNN and Fox News ain't even Fox News and CNN no more. But you know who still is? The Florida Star is still the Florida Star. So make sure you go to thefloridastar.com, thefloridastar.com, and you won't be overran with Diddy news. What's up, y'all? What is up, everybody?
Shout out to Sharonda Hosendorf. Thank you for listening and watching.
Hey, shout out. Hey,
What's up?
Maul.
Yo,
Bro, we had a crowd last night.
Yeah, last night was crazy.
Last night was insane. Just in case y'all didn't know, the Lyrics Live is artwork. Man, I don't care what nobody say. I'm just bro.
Yeah,
I mean, what else is going on?
We were lit last night.
Not only was we lit last night, is that was the first time we was at that specific location. So
yes.
I've been at the Jacksonville Art Walk for 13 years. I've moved all around the Art Walk. I've been down Ocean Street. I've been on Adams Street, and
Africa like it's a state. You know that, or it's a country. Right. Like it is made up of over 60-something countries. So just Africa alone is multicultural. You can't say Africa without saying, multicultural, but Negroes would treat Africa like a country, and like Ghana is a state, or like Nigeria is Tallahassee. Like like that's the U.S. can fit in the continent 3 times landmass, much more than that. You know what I mean? So yeah, we are definitely up against an ad break. When we come back, we're gonna go, let Maul lead in and tell us what we got much, and then we're gonna get a chance to talk to Miss Rashida about all that she got going on. This has been the Impact Radio Show brought to you by the Florida Star. We will be back.
African gentleman.
All right.
Y'all want to switch?
Hey, welcome back, y'all. We are going to, there we go, all in.
Everybody out there in the Victory Station, though, you can't listen to Donnie without doing at least 2 high-pitched thank yous. You gotta give it. You gotta give Donnie at least 2 high-pitched thank yous. But hey, everybody, welcome back to the Impact Radio Show brought to you by the Florida Star. Not more than ever, it is important that you do business with Black-owned companies. So why not do business with a Black-owned media company where you're getting your stories about your community? You ain't got to hear it from the grapevine. You can get it straight from the Black Panthers.
Stop.
What is OBO this week? Something, y'all. Never mind.
There we go.
She was in that movie.
There we go.
Hold up now. We're going to get to that. But hey, we're going to if you could just tell everybody, how they can find us at Art Walk, what you got going on next before we lead into Miss Rashida.
Okay, so The Lyricist Live, you can follow us on Instagram, The Lyricist Live. My personal page is Maul's Mind. You can follow me on there. I just put this album out in the summer on all platforms. You can find that on anywhere where you get music from. Me and Median from the Justice League. This is a North Carolina MC. You heard of Little Brother, Ninth Wonder. He's from out of their camp, and he collaborated with me to do this album, and it's getting a lot of good response, man. And it's getting a lot of people like it. So
make sure y'all give the way she walks, some love too. That's just because the fusion line was the thing that brought the king and the king together.
Just look at her walk. Just
look at her walk.
Platforms. So definitely, me and King Travel Light produced the beat. I spit a rhyme on there. The rhyme was kind of just for like women on the walkway, kind of like got a life of his own. Some women started doing TikToks. I encourage y'all to keep doing the TikToks.
Make this brother go viral.
Yes.
We gotta get a way to keep walk for the brothers. Y'all looking at us.
Right, but listen, I will not be doing that. So that's for somebody else.
That's for somebody else. Mom said, I'm not gonna talk about it. I ain't gonna talk about it.
I'm gonna do a poem, and then you do this.
There we go. So, Miss Rashida, how are you doing?
I'm wonderful, thank you.
We are so glad because you about to get jumped in the game, right? You about to get jumped in the family. No, you in the family.
I don't know what that entails.
So before I ask, my leading question, tell us about this Black Panther because he done brought up another again. You don't want to discuss it?
I don't really discuss it, but there's a little scene on the mountain.
This one scene on the mountain. Can you tell us which one is it? The Black Panther or was it Wakanda Forever?
It was the first one.
The first one?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna go back and watch it. You see him a little bit now, because if you can't notice, I'm a nerd for real. So I eat, breathe, and sleep comic books. So like, you already got a nerd fan.
I don't know how long I know you, and that's the first time I've seen that.
I got a whole comic strip sleeve.
Bro, that's disheartening. That is very disheartening. Because I've been a comic collector since I was 10 years old.
Same.
I got everything.
Same. So
we got to sit down.
So when I tell y'all, bro, we really know the homie. We really know the homie. She. So we got a celeb in here, but I'm gonna go ahead and stop talking. We're gonna let Rashida talk. How are you impacting your community, Miss Rashida?
Oh, that is a very good question. Well, if we're talking dance and popcorn and the things that I love doing, dance is my first love. I come from a dancer. Well, dancers. My mother also danced, but not so much as professionally as my father. My father, Baba Ali Abdullah, was the chief choreographer for the National Ballet of Senegal for 16 years. The only African American to date that I know of who was the chief choreographer in any national ballet in Africa for that length of time, 16 years.
He's also the first cultural ambassador from Buffalo, New York to Africa. So I became a cultural ambassador in Jacksonville, but it came from him. He was first.
Right. So yes, he traveled to Senegal in 1966, which happened to be the first world festival, African World Festival, which was in Senegal, and so that's where he traveled from Buffalo to do his thing, and he went with from my understanding, a group of other delegates, a lot of Garveyites and whatnot, who traveled there for that festival in 66. 66, also the same year that Black Panther came out. But anyway, there are a lot of parallels.
Definitely. But so it's funny that you mentioned Senegal, because when the African Gentleman started, I was real Senegalese heavy. And matter of fact, the very first like form that we did were like the Senegalese tuxedos that had the moon crystal right inside the buttons and stuff like that. I'll show it to you. So you are also a designer.
I am.
You got to tell you, you are a award-winning designer. I'm trying to be like you when I grow up.
Look at him.
I didn't know I was going to be on camera.
You get to jump in.
And still. So yes, I definitely enjoy designing. Like I said, dance is my first love. I would say fashion and writing are a close second. They're all like my first loves. But yes, I started sewing. My first outfit I made was African print patchwork shorts, or second. I think I made something in home ec one time, in like 7th grade, a million years ago. But I think the first thing that I sewed, all by my lonesome, I think I was 8 or 9, and it was patchwork shorts. And I wish I had saved those. I wish I had saved all my.
Don't worry, you can make some up. Because quite literally, I have a patchwork line. We didn't get a chance to show it, but Mom was going to have a patchwork smock on last night. I love patchwork. Yeah, so like I have a patchwork.
I'm so mad. Y'all say, hey, put that
on. I believe my affinity for patchwork, it's almost inborn. My grandmother, Nana Viola Scott, Viola Scott, rest in peace. And Nana, and rest in power, rise in power, you never die. Just transform, transition. The soul is forever. She made quilts for all, I think, what was it? There was a big number of us when she transitioned. There were great grands by that time. She transitioned in, I believe, 2013. She always made quilts. And that's something that I think is in me, even with my fashion. I use a lot of mixed media, materials to create designs. I repurpose, but I also create from scratch and from my head.
That's all right. African Gentleman's already hired you.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay. And then I'm gonna be dancing with the babies too.
There we go.
So dance-wise, I've danced all my life, and my father, he was probably my first teacher visually. I would go to his dance classes back in the early 80s, but my first official teacher for a dance company was one of his students, Sister Severa, and my mom and my aunt, who started a youth dance company in Detroit before we moved back to West Africa. So, and kind of, if you ask me how I get going with the popcorn, my family, we always made popcorn. It was our go-to snack. And coming from the tradition, having been born in Senegal, Dakar, Senegal, West Africa, and in Senegal, the family eats out of one big bowl, which I
Sure
love.
does.
I absolutely love that. It shows a sense of community and communal essence that is so relative to family staying together. You know,
it really is.
yes, family that eats together stays together.
And we actually got some bags of this last night.
It's gone
It's
now.
gone. It did not make it home.
It goes too fast. I think it's a scam.
Right before we go to break, you can give people your handles and tell people how they can get your popcorn.
Sure.
Support you.
So I started Pop Culture International 15 years ago to support myself and my son Kyle Omari Cartilage. Omari Abdullah Cartilage, and he's 20 years old now, and so I'm trying to get him to stop working long enough to help me when I'm at venues such as last night at the wonderful Lyricist Live. My first time, Jamal. Thank you so much for having me. It's my first Lyricist Live. Yes. Oh my gosh. Everyone who got on the mic was amazing. I love that platform. It does make people feel confident, and people get to share their talents on a live platform, which is so important. As a performing artist, people have known me first in Atlanta as a dancer. I danced with an award-winning all-female dance percussion and vocal ensemble called Geechee Mata since '98. Have not been active with them for a few years, but once a Geechee Mata member, always a Geechee Mata member. There've been over 100 women in the company. So I'm the dancing popcorn lady, not just the popcorn lady. Dance first, but it's the popcorn dances. So Pop Culture International is an all-natural, organic, gourmet, vegan popcorn treat. I started it again back in 2009, a group called Habesha Inc., which is a youth organization. They go to Ethiopia and Ghana every year. They raise their own funds to get there every year, and they're based in sustainable living. So they do their own farming and gardening. They teach youth about to build, solar panel, anything that has to do with sustainable living. And they're now part-time in Ghana, part-time in Atlanta, the family that started it. Beautiful. My mom also lives in Ghana now since 2011.
Black Star Power represent.
So the way that I'm impacting community is through keeping the traditional West African dance. Also, I'm a creative innovator, so I'll innovate from the basis of having the foundation of traditional African. Don't just get out there and say, I'm doing African and look wild. I've seen that all my life. We doing African, and you just get out and just start, flailing. And going crazy, and it's okay.
As if there's no art form to it.
Right.
There's like 2,000 words, and all of a sudden, no.
Yeah. So it's important. It's important. I believe if someone hears the African drum rhythm to move in a way that comes through them, but it's also just equally as important to, if you own a djembe, learn some djembe rhythms. If you want to do African dance, learn some traditional West African dance movements, and don't just consider looking wild or mimicking something that you thought was African being African. And I'm saying this because more people who want to, with the advent of Afrobeat becoming more mainstream, there's still a lot of even confusion around that, because Afrobeats with an S is. Let me start with Afrobeats.
I hate to cut you, but we passed our ad break. You good. We're going to go.
You have to pay some now.
We was getting into it. We gotta have you back.
Let me know about 30 seconds.
She can talk more than me.
We're going to get ready to get this ad break. We're going to come back with some events here at Impact Home. We're going to find out her tags.
Tune into the YouTube to find the behind the scenes.
Yes, YouTube. What is the YouTube channel?
The Impact Radio Show on YouTube. Yeah, we'll be right back after this ad break.
So we can wrap up on YouTube. They have to go kick it to ad.
Yeah, so we still live. So, hey, give me your tags and let us know that we still live.
Y'all gotta tell me 1 minute, 30 seconds.
You're good.
It just means we have to have you back.
Yes, definitely. But hey, y'all, for everybody who's watching on YouTube, make sure you get this link. It's actually good.
Just men that don't like vegan stuff. Try it.
Right.
It doesn't.
Right.
He loved it.
I did.
So give it a try.
I'm gonna ask this question off the air, or we back on. Nope, we back up. I got this one funny question to ask you. We're gonna progress a little bit in the show. Now, when you say vegan popcorn,
Yes.
tell me what makes it vegan, because I've been popping seeds. I thought we was already plant based. What's the difference between?
Yes. So the popcorn kernel.
Okay.
It's plant based, right? It's a vegetable, right? It's a plant from plant. It's
Yes.
grain. But when you eat gourmet popcorn, what's normally on it?
You're right.
Non-vegan things like
You're
butter,
right, cheese,
like milk for the caramel.
Mm.
It's not vegan. Most gourmet popcorn.
That movie theater butter I can put in my car.
That's all right. We're gonna be sneaking these silver bags into the Joker this weekend.
Right, so the popcorn popcorn is made with all natural, high-end, all natural herbs and spices, sourced from, the top markets. And it's, again, it's all natural, no preservatives, no additives, or animal byproducts. So it doesn't have your butter and a lot of and sometimes even sugars that are drained through pig bone, which most are. So most of your sugars and milks.
You
and
said
butters
what? You got to run that back.
Yeah, most white
Drained
sugar
through pig bone.
yes,
See,
well
it's
as
funny because when I was on my boxing
Sugar.
diet, my trainer would be like, I need you to stay away from everything white bread, white sugar, white women. I just need you to stay away from everything. Everything white. Training, but hey guys, we getting ready. My favorite part of the show is the impact moment. It's been a full show. You will get guys, we'll get a little bit of an abbreviated one. But I'm gonna throw, we usually kind of throw the impact moment out as a question. Like, it's funny how every time somebody wants to make a severe change in their life, the first changes that they normally want to make are all, aesthetic, or on the outside.
Yeah.
It's almost like somebody, back in the day, when they wanted to go and get a bank loan, they would wake up in the morning and they would put on their Sunday's best and go into the bank to ask for a loan as if the shirt and tie was going to make that 510 look like a 750.
Right.
And it's always funny. The reason why we've been listening to Creating Me a Clean Heart is because any real change is going to impact your life and impact the community is going to start on the inside. You want your credit to look like that suit that you went to the bank to put on. And all that other fun stuff. You want people to really see the real change in your life and take your faith or whatever your walk is seriously. They gotta see the way that they change your own inside.
I ate out today, but I lost out.
So this is what I really want to make change has nothing to do with what you do on the outside, because the show is right now and lease cars, but they own the rims. It's jokers riding around, with all their wealth in their ears and around their neck and the empty. Well, I ain't gonna sing the song, but gator boots, but you call them half tank. Right. You can't make the aesthetic on the outside and expect people to really take your change serious. So my impactful, moment for the day is that if you want to make impactful change, start on the inside. Psalms 51, right. David was the one that was praying that prayer. They literally looked at every single one of his brothers to be king because he was tall and light skinned. I'm not lying, I promise you, it's in the book. The whole reason why Saul was picked to be king before David was because he looked like a king. But what is David called? He is called a man after God's own heart. So if the heart isn't impacted, you're not going to impact too much nothing on the outside. And this has been your impactful moment brought to you by Reverend CJ.
Y'all, I'm going to just go ahead and take us out because it has been a wonderful, wonderful Friday Eve. Yeah. If you ain't got nothing else going on, meet us at the Justice Pub tonight for some
Lyricist
more
Live Uncut.
Lyricist Live Uncut. And every Thursday night is free $99, but you might learn something. Right. You might need to pay attention. Yeah. Anything else y'all want to drop?
October 12th, it is the African Gentleman's Coming Out Party from 7 to 10. And we got the walk-ons who are going to have a fast show doing, the walking block party that happened over on Front Street on Main Street. And of course, Maul Jones, King Travel Light, and a slew of others is going to be coming through there.
I forgot to shout out to Wind Down Fest that's happening this weekend too. We love that they got that going on, and we just wanted to support. So
shouts out to Robbie, what I'm saying, the whole staff over there inviting me in. I'm a co-host with my brother. I'm gonna have there's gonna be some dope MCs and hopefully I got my voice by then.
Hopefully.
Yeah, it only takes about a minute.
But you work with kids and you scream. So we're gonna be praying for you. We're gonna be praying for you.
All day.
Yes. Okay, so for more popcorn, if you're interested in learning more about the popcorn, I do have a website. It's popcultureintl.com. And then the IG is at popcultureintl. And also on the IG website. And then the IG for dance is Rashida with the I, Rashida, the dancer, THE, the dancer. So Rashida the dancer and popcultureintl for IG.
Y'all, please get you some popcorn. I mean, I ate it. I didn't feel heavy. I could do other things. It was great.
Had 2 kernels.
Nice and healthy.
Oh no.
It was gone. It's gone.
No.
Look,
Sure.
But
I just want to add this. After you finish eating all the popcorn, there's nothing at the bottom of the bag.
True.
There's not like a whole bag of seeds and grains and all of that.
That's true.
You eat straight
popcorn.
You can pour it in your mouth. Whatever's left in there, you can pour it.
You don't have to worry about it. All right, to our writers and producers, thank you, DJ AJ. Thank you to Rashida. Thank you to Maul for stopping by and taking this time out. Thank you to DJ Will. We know you listening, and thank you to all the people live on IG.
One more thank you. Thank you for African Gentlemen in the fashion show yesterday.
Yes,
Wow. That was beautiful.
Awesome. Beautiful. It's always beautiful getting together, y'all. And now back to your regularly scheduled.
Yep, gospel. Just know the next time we do this is gonna be my birthday, y'all.
Hallelujah.
It sure will be his birthday.
Next Thursday,
October 10th.
10th. Yeah.
10th. He is an old man. I'm joking, dear.
On my knees.
If y'all get it, please hit me up. Please, my cousin.
All right.
I appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Much success.